I'm Mark Linsner with the Belay project at Google, and I'd like to show you some of the cool things that we've been building. A friend of mine tells me all about this great new website called Buzzer and says I really need to go there and create a new blog for myself. So I've entered the URL and I've gone there, and all it does is it asks me just for a title for my blog. So I'm going to go off and give it one. Drinking coffee sounds like a really good thing to do for a blog. So I like my coffee hot and strong, and I seem to have a small blog, and I've blogged and buzzard something, and yet I haven't given it any account name or any password. What's happened is instead of me giving it a password or an account name, it's instead given me a membership card. And this membership card is represented here on this website called WebStation, which is where it got stored. And it's just like if you go to the library and they give you a library card, or you join the museum and they give you a museum card, or even just like going to a coffee shop and getting a buy 10 get 1 free latte card. The site has created a card with a nice big secure number, secure account credential, and given it to me, and then I can use it to get back there. Now I could open it by using this open link, but people often don't like to use their bookmarks. The nice thing in our system is that if you go back to the website, you get shown all the membership cards that you've got for that website, and you can go right back there. So I can get right back to my lovely coffee drinking website and blog some more. There, let's have another cup. Now, my friend hasn't stopped at all and has told me about this other great new website that I have to go to called Emote. An emote is a site which lets me post emoticons to a social feed, like, say, my Buzzer blog. So I've brought it up here, and it says that I should drag a social feed there. I'm not sure what that means, but if I mouse over it, you'll notice that something is lighting up over in my Buzzer. And that is, this little red chit is what lets me authorize one site to post to another site. And if I drag it from here to there, I very easily and straightforward with one gesture enabled this emote website to go off and post to my coffee drinking site. You notice that when I created my blog, I didn't have to give it any login information at all. It has no account, it doesn't know my name, it doesn't know any of that information. The WebStation, which is our cloud-based application for storing these web membership cards, I've associated some OpenID identity information with it. And so if we look over here under Work, for example, it knows my name and my email address and some other information. If I decide at some point to use this, keep this blog and use it, I can also give that blog that information by dragging the membership card into my work category, at which point immediately the blog over here gains that identity information that we shared with it. This is actually more flexible than other systems because I didn't have to decide at the beginning of my relationship with Buzzer to give it all that information. I could decide later on. Now if I go back to Buzzer and create another blog because I like it so much, I'm going to create a new blog. But this one I want to use for my personal blogging. All right, so I could So I've got this blog here, and you can see I've gotten another membership card. Instead, I'm going to associate it with my personal sites, which has some different identity information. And by dragging that there, it gets that information. Notice the difference that these two sites, although I now have two blogs on the same website, like two different accounts, they each have separate identity information and they're independent. Furthermore, if I go back to that emote, I haven't actually authorized emote to post to all of my blogs. In fact, it only knows about the drinking coffee blog, and that's the only thing it can post to. I can keep these two things completely independent. Now, I'd like to share my blog, which so far seems to be private only to me, with my friend. So I've opened up an email message here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the ability to read my blog, this shit over here, into this website, and now go off and mail it to my friend. Now, it turns out my friend is actually me on this screen over here, logged into a different email account. And indeed, as a friend, I actually have my own WebStation, which has its own accounts. When the email finally arrives, there it is, I can take this item and drag it into my web station. And now, from there, I can go off and read my friend's blog about coffee. Thanks for seeing some of the cool things we can build with Belay. Come see our website, URL there, and for more technical information and other details. Thanks. Bye.